like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Hello, folks, and welcome back to Rugby Ascendant. Bonus coverage this evening before we get to the main event tomorrow, which is the Springboks hosting Italy at Loftus Versfeld tomorrow at 5 p.m. local time in South Africa, in Pretoria, 11 Eastern Standard Time. We're looking forward to that one tomorrow. So, meantime, it's tonight. It's an exhibition match. It's the Maori All-Stars taking on Scotland. And I'll be honest with you, I have no idea who any of these Maori players are. I've never heard of any of these people. So we'll just go ahead and get it up there. The Maori All Blacks, I'll read the roster to you. Zarn Sullivan. See how little I know about the team. Zarn Sullivan is at the fullback. Cole Forbes on the right wing. Balin Sullivan and Gideon Rampley in the center. Daniel Rona on the left wing. Rivez Rihanna is the fly half. Sam Nock, scrum half. Cullen Grace, and wearing number 8 jersey. Jerome Brown, Takama Howden. And then we've got the locks are Isaiah Walker Luware and Antonio Shalfun. I think they make these names difficult just to scare the announcers. And then we've got, in the front row, we've got Kershaw Sykes Martin, Kurt Eglin, and Jared Prophet. Wow, that's just crazy. So let me just take a quick looky here and listen, and let me see if we can hear what's going on the screen here. So I'm going to put this on, if you guys can hear the desktop, because I think I might have fixed it, but I'm not sure. So did you hear any of that? Did you guys hear any of that? Let me try it again. Nope, I'm not hearing it. Yeah, that's weird. And what's going on here? It shows up on my screen as if it's there, but it does not. It does not show up in my for you guys. I don't know. I understand this. It has desktop output and it says it's there, but you guys can't hear it. Something really weird with this account now. Well, it's not a major issue for you guys, but it does make an issue for me trying to play when the officials are out there. So that's very disappointing. Off the bench for the All Blacks, Jacob DeVary, Puri Raketa Stones, Bennett Kumaro, Lachlan McWannell, good gosh, Caleb Delaney, Kamara Hauti Paparara, Caleb Trask, and Corey Evans. Good luck with that. Let's try Scotland. A bunch of unknown players for me here too. Looks like a small audience showing up out there. Let me try to add this desktop audio again. I'm going to try to do it and see what happens here. Something is wrong. I don't know what's wrong, why it's not doing it. Sources, I want audio input before we get started. Come on, audio input. Audio input, there we go. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, capture desktop audio. There we go. Okay, add source. Okay. Let's see if this works now. Okay. All right. Device default. Okay. Let's try that. Okay. Now desktop audio. Now we'll see if you guys can hear this. Okay. I think it worked now. You guys heard it that time. Yeah, all right, good. So I get the officials back now. Whew, that's some good news. I don't know what's going on. Let me delete the other one, desktop audio. don't know why it's there. Let's remove that. Remove. Okay, so that's gone now. Okay, so now we've got the desktop audio. I'll turn it off. Okay, so that's good. I don't know what happened. It's the settings. You know, a lot of times it happens. All right, so it looks like they're not ready. Probably about 10 minutes ago here. Not a very big stadium, it looks like here. It's in Wangari. It's Okara Park, and it looks pretty thin crowd here. It's only about, I'd say about 40-50% full, the stadium side that I can see. For Scotland, Ollie Smith, the fullback, Harry Patterson on the right wing, Rory Hutchinson, and Stafford McDowell in the center. McDowell is the captain tonight. Aaron Reed on the left wing, Adam Hastings at the fly half, George Horn at scrum half, Ben Muncaster, Andy Onyema Christie. It's kind of a Nigerian name, not a Scottish name. Josh Bayless, Cameron Henderson, Marshall Sykes. In the front row is Finn Richardson, Patrick Harrison, and Nathan Macbeth. I'll be honest, I don't know most of those players. McDowell and George Horn, a few other players I know, but most of these guys never heard of. Off the bench, George Turner, Alec Hepburn, Will Hurd, Max Williamson, Gregor Brown, Alexander Masabaka, Fergus Burke, and Jamie Doby. And this official for today's match is Nika Amashokeli from Georgia, not my favorite official. And the assistant referees are Jordan Way, Ruben Keane from Australia, and the TMO is Ollie Kellett from Australia. And that's the lineup for tonight's match. So this will be, I guess, an exhibition here because it's Maori All Blacks instead of the actual All Blacks. So the All Blacks will be playing elsewhere. We've got hopefully some good rugby ahead, and I predict Scotland will win this game. Let's see if that's how it goes. That's the plan anyway. So let me check in on other games here real quick. I'll go to my Super Brew. That's the best way to get the scores. I don't know how they pull all these scores in, but they do an amazing job. All right. Well, this is the first one to get started here, and it doesn't even count. So, yep. At 1 o'clock, when this game is over, Japan and Wales will be playing in Japan. I've got Wales winning that game by 7. So, got the crowd there. This match can go. It could go both ways. That's true. But I don't know these Maori players, so I really can't judge. All right. So this is a young Scotland team. Many of these players I don't know. The Maori All Blacks have some really nice jerseys. Pretty sharp-looking jerseys. They're kind of an off brown, black, gray with red trim on the sleeves. Pretty nice looking. So, I got the Kiwi announcers in, so it's always difficult to understand what they're saying because of the way they talk. We'll see how it goes. Scotland have a good, interesting match. Yeah, it's good. Scotland have what? A good team. Yeah, well, some of these players I'm not familiar with, so we'll see how they go. It's not your typical Scotland team. Just like last week wasn't entirely your typical Springbok team against the Babas. And they just rolled. They absolutely rolled last week. It was amazing. Really amazing job by the Springboks last week. Boy, this flooding in Texas is bad, folks. It's all the news it's making everywhere here in the States now is the floods. Well, those of you who come over from Colonel Chris Wyatt, thank you for joining me here tonight. I appreciate you coming over from there. Appreciate you being here. So, tomorrow is the big one. That's the Springboks. That should be an easy cakewalk for South Africa, but we'll see. It's on home soil, and they've only lost to Italy a few times historically, so we'll see how that one goes tomorrow. But tonight, I'm looking to see how Scotland does. See if they get off to a good start here. Jake White is gone from the Bulls, if you missed that. 18 degrees Celsius and winds 15 kilometers per hour. Looks a little overcast there in Wangari. Here comes Scotland out on the pitch now. Last time they played this team was in 2000. Wow, it's kind of like the last time the Springboks had beaten the Babas was 2000, but they played them since then. This is the first match against the Maori All Blacks in 25 years. Wow. So that's quite a big gap there. So Jesse Creel will be the captain of tomorrow's game once again. So we got Haka out here. Oh, so that's not Haka, it's Maori dancers out there waiting for the teams. The two captains come out first. Scotland's wearing light. Now we're going to have a whole crowd of people doing a Haka here. Scottish players looking at him like, what the hell's going on here? He's trying to be intimidating, but he's just fat. All right, now the Maori All Blacks, I imagine, will do their Haka on the pitch. Players coming out. Scotland wearing powder blue shorts. I guess this is their Haka. It's a strange one as the players walk out on the pitch, but I'm sure the team will have their own Haka. And New Zealand loves its rugby. So, players out on the pitch now. Now what's going to happen here? Well, I can't. The problem is what happens is I get a copyright strike. I'll take a picture to show you later in the game. When I show video, oh, there's hideous tattoos on their mouth. Morbid obesity is not healthy, folks. So Scotland has a slightly smaller team. I don't know if they're all 23 there, 3, 4, 5. Hard to tell. You're going to pay tribute to a Scotland player who passed away at the age of 83. The officials are on the pitch, standing behind a massive crowd of Maori out there dressed in traditional wear, exposing their buttocks. On the left is Scotland. On the right is the All Blacks, Maori All Blacks. It's a fair number of Scotland fans in the small audience. Now, the other side of the pitch has a much bigger crowd. There's not seats. It runs up a hillside over there, it looks like. And there's got a lot more people there. So Stafford McDowell brings the jersey out, as does the all Black captain. I don't know who that is. And places a sword.
Luke Makaire Crawford of Ngāti Porou and Tū Whare descent. Luke was Maori All Blacks ko-mātua for 14 years and New Zealand Rugby's Kohautu Maori from 2018. Luke's cultural wisdom, humble approach and gentle nature touched many across the rugby system. His efforts to integrate tikanga into the game have been an indelible impact on our processes, people and players. The Maori All Blacks was a team he loved with a passion. We know he is now amongst the Matariki and Puanga stars watching over this game. Our thoughts are with the Crawford whānau. Kia au te moe, mātua Luke. Would also like to join the Scottish Rugby Union in acknowledging former Scotland captain and British and Irish Lions legend Ian McLaughlin, who died recently at the age of 83. McLaughlin led his country 19 times in his 43 caps and played his last test against New Zealand at Murrayfield in November 1979. We ask that you stand, if you are able, to join us for a moment to acknowledge them both.
That's pretty cool. Such a beautiful place, New Zealand. The anthems. Couple of phrases there. Cut out a few phrases on that one. Wow, she can sing. Yeah, Loretta, I do know most of them, but I can't sing, and I didn't want to drown her out on that one. I know Canada, I know Germany, I know France, I know England, USA, South Africa. We used to know Botswana. All right, now we're going to have a Haka. "25 years since Scotland's been here to play the Maori All Blacks. She did have a nice voice, yep. The one singing in Scotland was not very good. She butchered it. Worse than me. That's why I didn't mind singing over. Okay. I hope the cameras are closer than this during the game. They started in a circle. Now they walk up to the line. He's got a knife. The entire team is on the pitch, not just the starting 15. It's a good Haka. Scottish guys are like, whatever. Well, that was epic. Damn. That was a Haka, man. You need a choreographer now. It lasted like 5 minutes. And like I said, they brought the entire team out on the pitch, not just the starting 15. Now they bench heads off replacements. Oh, my goodness. All right, so let me get this. Here's what the uniforms look like. That's what they look like in the Haka. There you go. That's what they look like. All right, we're ready to get started here, folks. Last week, Maori All Blacks played in Japan. So Scotland wearing the light blue jerseys. I don't like these ones. I like this better. This is a World Cup jersey. Antonia Chalfoun is on his debut as a lock, number 4. All right, let's get going here, folks. Now I've been waiting around. Could have done my news for another half hour. It's 11:39 now. Here we go. We're underway as the Maori All Blacks kick it inside the 22, taken by Scotland down there. Tackling at the 22. Ben Muncaster got that ball. Picks up about 2 meters. There's a kick over the top by George Horn. And that gets around the 10-meter line, taken by the All Blacks. They come up, charging up to midfield. Nice tackle there in the center of the pitch. All Blacks take it wide on the outside. They got space on the outside, kicked over the top. Here Chase is on. It gives a good bounce. The All Blacks back inside. They're going to score just like that. The Maori All Blacks have already scored. Can you believe it? The scrum half. Sam Nock gets a try just moments into this game. Scotland in complete disarray. What an absolutely brilliant performance. My goodness. Wow. Look at that. Balin Sullivan with a beautiful chip kick over the top and just burned Scotland. And players lollygagging to get over there, and Nock just makes them pay big time. Oh my goodness. Scotland got burned. That's brilliant work by the Maori All Blacks to get this thing started. Wow, that's not a good way to start this game, folks. Wow. Man, that was quick. That was absolutely quick. Here's the conversion. Rehana, and he misses. So it stays 5. My goodness. Just moments into this game, folks. Got his tongue hanging out as he crossed the line. Here's the restart now. 2 minutes off the clock, back at the 5-meter line. Oh, and Scotland's back there, but nearly broke through to the All Blacks. Now Scotland gets set up. A little pushing and shoving here. Try scorer Sam Nock. Kicked into touch by the All Blacks. They didn't go very far, though, so it's going to be good lucky break here for Scotland. They'll have it inside the 22 in All Black territory. Line out at the 22, successful into the hands of Cameron Henderson. They go into a maul, but it's not going anywhere. Ball comes out the back. George Horn sends it over the middle. And Maori are there for the tackle. Horn digs it out. Lots of frenetic play here, but no space being picked up. Horn picks it up. He goes to the short side of the field. Oh, and it's knocked on. Hastings hands it off. It's knocked on. And Maori have the ball. They come up the middle now, looking for space. Going to come to the near side of the pitch. Here comes the ball inside of 22. Wide on the outside. Cuts back to the inside. Back to the outside. Here comes Zarn Sullivan. Back. Oh, my goodness. And it chases on. Down to the 22. And the All Blacks are there. And they've got Adam Hastings tackled. Scotland in a bad way here. Just moments into this game. 3 minutes, 30 seconds now. And they look discombobulated. Ben Muncaster with a carry. My goodness. George Horn kicks it over the top. Down the 10-meter line, taken there. And out to midfield come the All Blacks. Ball's available. Ooh, big hit right there. Who was it, Muncaster? It was Muncaster making that big hit. The All Blacks, Scotland was offside there, but no call. Pushed back to around the 42-meter line. Ball's loose. And Finn Richardson tries to get it, but can't get it. So Maori hold on to it. Sam Nock will dig it out of there. The scrum half sends it back towards the middle. Very patient here, but not going anywhere. It's kind of stuck between the 10-meter and midfield. Call to use it now. Knock will dig it out. Nearly chased down there by Cameron Henderson. It goes high in the air. Who's going to get this one? It bounces off somebody. I can't see who it was off. I think it was a knock on, but no call. So it winds up in the All Blacks' hands, but they lose about 30 meters, and they have it at their 10-meter line. So Scotland not really showing much of anything here, nearly 5 minutes into this contest. Ball to the near side, off the turf, dug out very well, though, by Cole Forbes. Forbes is tackled. Whoa, counter ruck coming there, shoving Aaron Reid off the play. Into the middle, Richardson makes the tackle. Finn Richardson for Scotland. There's a penalty advantage here for being offside. Finally called Scotland for being offside. It could have done it almost every time the ball changed hands. So 5:20 now in the contest. 5-0 Maori All Blacks over Scotland. Rivez Rayana will kick this for territory here after the penalty from his own 42-meter line. Looking for touch. He finds it. Looks like a decent kick down just outside the 22. It's a nice kick. It's going to get the Maori All Blacks back into Scotland territory. The stands have filled up a little bit since we got started in the game. And thank you for your subscription, David van Reenen. Line out successful for the All Blacks. Over the middle it comes. Charging into that line. Hastings there. Tackles made by another player. Ball's available. And another penalty for not rolling away. A little bit extracurricular activity after the whistle here. I think they weren't rolling away. So what was it? Was it a knock-on? He indicated it was a penalty, but that's not a penalty unless they chose a scrum. Balin Sullivan getting his calf wrapped up for the All Blacks. Pack weights 883 for the Maori, 910 for Scotland. Slight advantage for Scotland there. 27 kgs. Crouch. Bind. Set. And the Maori dig it out. They come to the near side. Scrum. Oh, they got some pace over here on the outside. Inside of 22, still driving. Ball's available. Picked up. Played by Scotland. Nicely done there by Ollie Smith. Scotland has the ball. Ball's on the ground. There's a counter ruck coming now. Got a penalty here for not rolling away. But Ollie Smith took a lot of abuse laying on the ground. He got kicked in the head several times. That wasn't pleasant for him. He's grabbing his head, in fact. He kept getting kicked in the head. People are trying to kick the ball. So they kick it for territory. I don't think it's a very good kick. No, it wasn't. Only went about 15 meters. Terrible kick. Oh, stepped right on his head with a cleat. Right in front of the side judge. Didn't say anything. It looked intentional, to be honest. Line out successful. George Horn over the middle. Here comes Scotland now on attack for the first time in donkey years. 8 minutes into the contest. Up near their 10-meter line. Ball's available. George Horn digs it out. They're going to kick it from back deep. Hastings, no, he just kicks it to the wing. High into the air. Who's going to get this? Knocked backwards. And Scotland has it now. They're driving down the sideline. And the ball comes forward. Got a high tackle there. So they catch a break as it's a high tackle against the Maori. So Scotland comes out of that smell like roses despite a bad decision. Harry Patterson did a good job getting that, but yeah, high tackle. All right, 75 people here, folks. 42 likes. Be sure to hit that like button if you don't mind. Appreciate it.
That was easy.
Finn Russell playing for the British and Irish Lions right now in Australia. Not here for the Scotland side. 9 minutes off the clock now. Still 5-0 Maori All Blacks. That quick try with just over a minute in the contest. From the 22 on the Maori side. Success. Player touched in the air on the lineout. No call. Oh, space there. Oh, charging through the middle. Not held in the tackle. Picks up and goes. Picks another 5 or 6 meters. Scotland now threatening 12 meters away. George Horn trying to dig it out of a massive pile of bodies. He gets it to Muncaster. Muncaster drives forward. And Scotland needs to be careful. They're entering off their feet. A lot of bodies all over the place here. All kinds of penalties could be called against both sides, but Amakushakuli is ignoring most of these penalties. And offside, boy, look at the Maori. They're offside everywhere here. Now they're onside. Stafford McDowell carries forward. Scotland not getting much here. They're going to have to come wide. They keep going right into the teeth of the defense instead of using a bit of sense and finding some space outside. They're trying to draw them all in the middle, but they're not getting outside once they've got them drawn in the middle. Right now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players right in the center of the pitch. Now they get set back on defense. Kicked forward. It chases on. Who's going to get there? Scotland! Did he get it? Did he get it? Patterson. I don't know if he got it. I don't know if Harry Patterson got it. Going to have to go to the TMO. It might have been out. I couldn't see from that angle. Yeah, we're going to TMO. They believe he grounded on the line. So the on-field decision is no try. On-field decision is no try.
The viewers at home can't see this one. You probably will see the replay very soon, but the Maori have had 15 in the line.
Yeah, on-field decision was no try. I think it's a try. It's a try. Wow. Here it is. Oh, yeah, it's a try. That's a try. That's a try.
Bear in mind, off the decision is the ball is grounded on the line.
He's grounded there. Sensational finish by the right winger.
Well, his on-field decision is no try, but the TMO clearly shows it's
grounded in the field of play.
It's a try.
Before it touches the line, you need to overturn and award the try.
Here it is from Ollie Keller.
Ball is clearly grounded before in field, then touches, so try stands.
Agree.
all right. There you go. Try to Scotland. Yes. You can take it, but not on replay. Harry Patterson, brilliant job. Just barely got there. It was a brilliant kick too. I mean, literally a game of inches there. And he just poured on the afterburners. He had to get there and timed it perfectly and just got it. So Patterson gets the try. Wow. Just got that. Here's the kick. It's going to be good. Wow, Adam Hastings puts that over from tough angle and it's 7-5. Scotland's out in front. Conversion is good. Wow, well done. All right, Patterson. 7-5 now, 11:30 in the game. Scotland finally gets its act together a little bit. Here's the restart inside the 22. Going to be taken down there by... That's not Muncaster. It is Muncaster. George Horn comes over to get that ball. Boy, he does a nice job bringing it back. Horn kicks it high to there. Nice kick. That's going to go past midfield and about the 42-meter line with Maori grab it, offload it out to the outside, but the tackle is made there at midfield. Now they're going to go back towards the middle. Cullen Grace now with the carry for All Blacks. Blair Dunk, thank you for subscribing. Here's a kick high into the air. It's coming towards the middle. Okay, here we go. And Hastings fields it there. He offloads it to the middle. Nice carry here. Wow, good carry up to about midfield. George Horn comes to the near side. Nice carry by Aaron Reed. Gets down to about the 42-meter line to go back towards the center. Hastings again. Ooh, offloads that ball to Christie. Christie gets buried by 3 All Blacks. And the counter ruck comes, but just in time, Scotland gets back there to defend and save their ruck. Marshall Sykes gets the ball. He's tackled immediately. George Horn being told to use it. He just got there. Come on. Don't be such a hurry there, Nika. Horn with a nice kick over the top. Chases on. Short of the 22. Caught and in the air and tackled immediately by Scotland. Ball's there. And not releasing. It'll be a penalty. Scotland easily convertible from here for Hastings, or will they go for the corner? Gregor Townsend up in the booth. They're going to kick for the corner. Fantastic tackle there a moment ago by Aaron Reed. And an even better job rolling away from the tackle so he wasn't called for a penalty there. So they kick for the corner. So people curious what the uniforms look like, I'll show you here in just a moment. Line out successful. Scotland has it. Hastings in the middle with the ball. He's tackled immediately. Ball's available. George Horn sends it into the middle. Straight out in front of the post about 12 meters away now. Are Scotland threatening again. They go through the outside, the far side of the pitch. And a penalty advantage here. So Scotland's playing on advantage now. Josh Bayless with a carry. George Horn does the dummy, then feeds it into the hooker's hands. Patrick Harrison. They're down to 8 meters away now. They spilled it forward. Going to come back. Offside on Antonio Chalfoun. Man on debut. This is right in front of the post. They're going to take the points? Yeah, they're going to take the points. All right, so you can't pass that up. That's 10 meters out. So for those of you curious what the uniforms look like, this is the uniform the teams are wearing. Scotland wearing the powder blue here. Bring it up in just a moment for you. 4 penalties in a row for the Maoris here. So that's what the uniform looks like. There's powder blue, sky blue, whatever you want to call it there. That's from a few minutes ago. So Scotland's out in the Pacific while a lot of their players are off the British and Irish lines. Here's the kick, and it's good. 10-5 now. All Scotland out in front. Hastings converts. "15 minutes now gone in the game, and Scotland starting to assert themselves. Mosquitoes in wintertime. You got mosquitoes in the wintertime? Yikes. Restart inside the 22. Muncaster again. It's like they're playing catch with Ben Muncaster. He's tackled short of the 22 this time. Ruck is formed. George Horn is there. Horn's having a very good game for Scotland thus far. 16 minutes into it. And he gets another clearance kick here. That one's going to find touch. That's nice. Oh, look at that kick. It's going to take him out to midfield. George Horn having a superstar day. It took him past midfield from inside his 22. The scrum half. Nice kick. That ball's carrying as if they're at the high altitude, but they're not. Scotland creeping up on the line out, so they've been warned, admonished to step back. Here comes the line out. They go deep. And Scotland has it. Oh, but they lost it forward. So it's a knock-on advantage, and the Maori pick it up. They've got it. They break through. Boy, look what happened here. Scotland made a big mistake, and suddenly the All Blacks are down just outside their 22. Ball's available. Oh, there's another penalty there. He dove on the ball. There's some rain falling on the field with the... Oh, it's pouring, but the sun is shining. It's pour. Oh, look at that. There's a nice rainbow. Good, gorgeous rainbow. Man, it's raining on one part of the field. The corner where the players are just pouring. Everything else is clear. You gotta love it. Nature is amazing. So let's see what they do with this penalty. And take the line out inside of 22. Success. All Blacks come away with it. Here they come over the middle. Then they cut back inside. Down about 12 meters now. Pick and go. Here we go. Down to 7 meters away. Into the hands of Jerome Brown. He takes it down to about 5 meters. Back to the 5 meter line. Out went forward. Oh, it was a knock on. They didn't see it. Ball went forward on the ground. That came forward again. Another knock on. This time we got it. This time he saw it. So the All Blacks turn it over. Maori turned the ball over just inside the 5 meter line. Promising effort goes awry. So unfortunate for the Maori there. Yeah, let me see if I can find that picture for you guys. That was pretty funny. Oh my goodness. So this is the rainbow I had just a couple moments ago. It's already gone, folks. Check it out. Look at the rainbow. Right over the stadium. How cool is that? It's like a dome. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Crouch. Bind. Set. 5-meter scrum for Scotland. George Horn will put it in the pipe, and it collapses. A penalty for collapsing. Wow, they went straight to ground. So Scotland wins the first scrum. And George Horn is gone. He just took off. He's got help on the wing. He just took off. Now it's kicked forward. The ball's kicked down. 50-22. It's a 50. Get in touch. Oh, it stayed in play. And the All Blacks pick it up. Wow. That was some enterprising stuff there by Scotland. George Horn didn't wait. And the All Blacks in trouble right here. Not sure what to do inside their 22. It was nearly a 50-22. Wow. Good idea by George Horn, but not quite the pace he needed. There were 3 All Blacks on defense that were not caught off guard and kept it from turning into a try. The official was caught off guard. He just standing around watching it happen. There's a kick to touch, straight to touch. Let's see where the line out is, around the 22. So that's going to work out very well for Scotland. They were back on their 5-meter line, and they wind up all the way down on the 22 of the All Blacks. Zarn Sullivan kicked that into touch, the fullback. Just gone. He avoided one tackle, did dummy, and then they kicked ahead. Man, almost went into almost a 50-22. So, but Scotland has a line out now. Now the stadium is about 80% full, folks. People must came late to this game. Line out is successful. Scotland comes down to it. They don't go with the maul. They just pitch the ball off. Nice pass there. Patterson goes forward. Horn to Muncaster. Muncaster diving down to the 22. Oh. They go the opposite side now. Hastings. Oh, what a hit. Oh, my goodness. Ollie Smith got buried there. Ball's available. He called a penalty on George Horn. George Horn came straight at the ball and got tripped. And he said he entered from the side. That's nonsense. There was no ruck. The ruck had fallen apart. How can he enter from the side when there's no ruck? 21 minutes now in the contest. And a promising effort goes awry. Rono with a big tackle there. And the ball goes into touch just on the Scotland side of the pitch where it'll be a line out for Maori. I had to pause you a bit, but I managed to get dual watch, you and running on my device at the same time. Okay, well, was I a little ahead of them? Sorry. 21:25 now off the clock. Here's the line out. Success. All Blacks have it. Maori coming up to the center of the field. Nice tackle there by Muncaster. Muncaster's having a hell of a game here for the Scotland. Kicked over the top. Who's going to get it? Right into the hands. Ooh, Scotland's Ollie Smith. He got buried over there, but he did get the ball. Ruck is formed. George Horn comes over to get it. Told to use it. And he just passes it across. Tackle made immediately. Call to use it. He kicks it. Soft kick over the top. Give people a chance to chase it. Taking the 10-meter line and buried right away. Oh, Aaron Reed having some big tackles in this game. Knox sends it over for the All Black. Stafford McDowell falls down. Ruck is formed by Maori. Short of their 10-meter line. Knock will do a box kick. He got a good launch on that ball. Taken down here by Ollie Smith again. Ooh, he's hit high. Shoulder tackle there. No call. Ollie Smith is getting abused on these tackles big time. Quarter of the way through the game now, folks. 23 minutes. George Horn kicks it over the top. Doesn't go very far. And it's knocked backwards by Maori. Chases on. Who's going to get there? Oh, they didn't get it. Scotland kicks it forward and chases on. It's down to the try line. Who's going to get there first? Oh, no way. Scotland got it. George Horn slid inside the Maori player and got the try. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? What an incredible try. How did he pull that off? It didn't look like he was going to get there. George Horn put the afterburners on. My goodness. That ball, mini crickets from, it went 40 meters. 8 to 9 people chasing it. And just inside comes George Horn to secure that ball. Wow. Brilliant stuff here. Horn never gave up. He slid inside of the Maori player. Wow, got his hands around it. That's incredible. What a try. What an absolutely stunning try by George Horn. Man, oh man. Good stuff there. Are they going to look at it? They're going to have a look, but it's a try. Unless something happened upfield. A knock on to the try. I didn't see a knock on.
Correct.
I saw the replay. Let's see it. Let's see it. Okay, where's the knock on?
This is when it's broken to the left.
That's not a knock on. He put downward pressure.
Forwards off his arm and then touches the ground.
No. No.
It's a slow down, so we need to go through the
Exactly. Go slower.
So he needs to press the ball down.
It's down right there. It's a try.
I think he's done enough.
That's a try.
I'm with you, Bryn. I think that's a try.
That's a try.
That's right, Matt.
Okay,
But
let it roll again, please. The same angle.
That is not a knock on.
I think he's done enough.
It's right there. You can see he's got it from this angle.
has he ever lost control of it?
No, he never lost control of it. He secured it. Here it is. Hands on it. Downward pressure. Try. Has the ball.
I think that's a try.
That's a try. Give me a break.
He's not in possession. He goes into contact the ball. He's always in contact with the ball and presses it down. So for us, the try stand, it certainly is
Good
not
job,
enough to
Nika.
overturn an on-field decision with this picture for us.
Okay, I agree with that.
There it is.
There you go. That's a great job. Nika's doing a much better job today than he usually does. That's exactly what the answer is right there. So George Horn gets it. Here's a conversion from Hastings now. Man, that's twice the Maori have been caught with their pants down. Come back a little bit. It does. Almost hits a seagull. And it's 17-5. That was the right call. -4. My goodness. Can download from their website. 7-day trial. Kind of cool watching with Chris's commentary. Download what? The New Zealand thing? Here's the restart inside the 22, and Muncaster's tackled immediately. Driven backwards now on the ground. Boy, they're dragging Muncaster back about 5 meters, and the All Blacks have the ball. Wow. The counter ruck got possession for them. Over towards the middle now they come. Colin Grace. Ball's laying on the ground there. Scotland had a terrible start to this game for the first 5 minutes, but they've really recovered since then. Stafford McDowell with a tackle in the middle. Antonio Chalfoun, now the debutant, tackled. Big lock. They come back to the middle into the hands of the other lock. That's Walker Leaware. He's tackled. Oh, low pass there. Nicely done by Cullen Grace to hold on to it. And Stafford McDowell's got his hands around the ball. They finally call a tackle, so he has to let go. Counter ruck by Scotland. Bounce to nothing. They come back to the outside here. And the ball comes loose. And it's a knock on. That's the right call there. All Blacks knock it on. That's twice they've gotten deep. They've knocked it on. Got to have better ball handling if they want to stay in this game. Long time no see Rugby Senate. We can't see this in Japan. Well, Crutch English School, where have you been, man? I've been doing games. I covered the URC. Welcome back. Can totally believe it, says Blair Duncan. Way to go, invented for opposing team to deal with, even without Russell. Yeah, George Horn's looking good, and Adam Hastings doing a fine job. You're welcome. West Coast Scotsman. Okay, cool. The Hebrides, where you at? All Blacks play France. I'm not covering that game, although I would like to, but I'm not. British and Irish Lions taking on the Waratahs. So big day down under and in New Zealand. George Horn puts it in the pipe for another scrum, and this one collapses, but no call. You know, I made a video earlier for the Springboks thing. I'll show my music video at halftime here. But it was funny watching the scrums in the 1930s and the 1970s, how scrums were very different. Adam Hastings got the number coming off the back of his jersey there. 27-30 now, Scotland out in front, 17-5. This is Hastings' 33rd match wearing Scotland's colors. Time is off for an injury. Hastings' number's off his jersey on the back. So we got to stop in the action here. His number's just hanging off the back of his jersey. It's one of the Scotland players who's down. Is it Ollie Smith? No. It's Muncaster. Yeah, I was going to say. They're going to tape up his thigh. So Ben Muncaster, who's been working really hard for Scotland, is getting a little bit of treatment here. Yeah, so it's a big day. Unfortunately, I don't get all these games. Let me see what games I could possibly get here on Flow Rugby. The British and Irish Lions is on Paramount Plus, and it's too expensive. I'm not paying for that, too. Well, at 3 o'clock this morning, I could do the All Blacks in France, but I'm not staying up that late because I've got South Africa and Italy. That's my main event. Andy Onyema Christie. This is 9th match. Or is that 8th? Plays for Saracens. This is 8th test match. So, let me check my scores here and see how we're doing here in Super Roo. I predicted Scotland. Oh, Scotland doesn't count here. I'm sorry. That's right. It's an exhibition, so it didn't count. Let's see if anybody else wants to join us. Rugby Ascendant. We got one more person trying to join us. If you want to join us in Rugby Ascendant and the Super Brew folks, just we can make that happen. Loretta wants to join us. She's there. Okay, let's go back to leaderboard. Let me go ahead, and if anybody wants to join us, I think we have 38 players now in the match in the Super Brew. Okay, so we're getting ready to get started again. Here's a Super Brew link if you want to join that pool. It's just for fun. The All Blacks, here they come. Oh, on the outside. Nicely done. But the ball came loose. It's knocked on and picked up by Scotland. Another time inside of 22, and they turn it over once again. I'll tell you, the Maori just keep losing the ball inside the 22. It's the third trip, nothing from it. George Horn will kick this now. And he finds touch. And it's going to be close to the 10-meter line. George Horn having a good game, says Muncaster. Is Muncaster down again? He's back there grabbing the other leg now. Muncaster's down. His knee now. I think Muncaster's done. Doesn't look good. Masabaka's coming in on debut. So he's going to replace Muncaster. Masabaka. Muncaster just had his thigh taped up. Now his knee on the same leg. Tough break. Hunter folks here. Hey, be sure to hit the like button. Salutations, Robert Wood. How you doing there? I did play rugby, Loretta. I'm a left wing. In rugby, not politically. Muncaster is limping off the field. He can't put any weight on that leg. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Didn't see how he got hurt. So Masabaka now going to get over half the game. It's 29 minutes in the game. That lineout wasn't straight. They get away with it. Ball back to midfield. Here come the All Blacks. They keep turning the ball over down low. See what happens here. Ollie Smith with a tackle. They come across the middle here. It was Harry Patterson, actually. Not rolling away. There's a penalty for them. Oh, on the outside, they got space. Here they come. They are playing a penalty advantage. All Blacks 30 meters away. Charging through, breaking one tackle, down to the 22, finally tackled by Ollie Smith. All Blacks now. That ball bounces. Well, that was a bad decision there. They lost some territory, gave Scotland time to regroup. They do regroup. I can hear a helicopter. Oh, missed defensive assignment, and here comes a front rower down to 5 meters. Big carry by Gerald Prophet. They go. Oh, ball pops up in the air. Scotland, big mistake there. That advantage has got to be over by now. 5 meters. Shalfoon. Scotland doesn't want to get another penalty here. They go to the outside now. Cuts back and tackles made there at the 5 meter line. The advantage has to be over. And there's another advantage. Stupid. Hastings gets a penalty. Oh, big tackle here by Scotland's Josh Bayliss. So they're about 8 meters out now. Shalfoon, carry, down to the 5 meter line. Tackle's made. Stiff defense from Scotland at the moment. Oh, nice move there. But didn't work. Stafford McDowell now trying to make the tackle. They stripped the ball, but they were playing advantage. Oof, killing a lot of time here. Now they're going to get warned. They have one penalty down here. They're going to get warned. Nika's out of breath. He wants to talk to the captain. Yep.
Penalties. This will be the check will be.
There's 2 penalties. Let's see what he says.
I've got increase of penalties in quick succession here. Next one here under pressure is yellow card.
Oh, that's bullshit. There have been 2 penalties.
No, don't know. Next one here, yellow card.
2 penalties. Next one's yellow card. That's ridiculous. Neither one of them stopped to try the penalty. I don't agree with that. That's BS. All right, here we go. 5 meters out. Six-meter line out for the All Black. They're into them all, and it's collapsed by Scotland. That's going to be a yellow card. And a high tackle, so there's 2 penalties there. They're down to 1 meter away. Sam Knock. They go wide, and there it is. And there's the try, plus the yellow card's coming. Leewire with the try. Walker Leewire. Yep, and a yellow card to number 21. Yep. So double whammy against Scotland there. Okay. A try that never should have happened. Yellow card. Kick. That one he made. Excuse me. So, 12 now. So, they're right back into the game. Right back into the game. Just like that. Restart inside the 22, and All Blacks kick it down the pitch and in a touch. Looked like a pretty good kick there, though. So, with 7 minutes left in the first half, it's now a new game. Go Uncle Rivez. Somebody's uncle's out there. A lot of people went to get something to drink. The stand's emptied out again. Oh, here we go. 33-38. Scotland will play down a man the rest of the half. Here's a line out. That's not straight. They get away with it. Nika needs to get his eyes checked. It's two line outs that weren't straight. Maul drives forward slowly, inch by inch. Still going. Still going. Now they're picking up some space. Up to midfield. And George Horn. Look at, oh, come on. The All Blacks are swarming around the backside there. How can that not be a penalty? And you're going to turn it over to the All Blacks. Yep. That's wrong. They swam all the way around the back of that maul. How can they do that? So the All Blacks win the ball. It's a turnover. Francis Ruiz. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for subscribing. Scots get penalty. They must try to kick for the post. Well, they didn't get a penalty. They've turned it over. So it's going to be a scrum. It's turned over. So scrum to the Maori All Blacks. Whangarei District. Crouch. Bind. Set. Oh, big push by the All Blacks. They win a penalty here. Maori win a big penalty on the scrum. Less than 5 minutes left in the first half. Scotland might find themselves trailing at halftime. Wow. They kick for territory. Let's see where the line out is. Scotland down a player because of that yellow card. Last 4 penalties conceded by Scotland. 22, 31, 32. So it'll be a line out here about 12, 14 meters away. Here's a line out. They go deep, tipped up in the air by Scotland. They've got it. Well done. They get it to George Horn. Horn sends it over to Hastings. Hastings is in trouble. He offloads it. Oh, Scotland's in trouble. McDowell gets up to about 4 meters. Living dangerously there. George Horn looking to clear this thing. He does. Does he find touch? Nope. Out to about 38-meter line. Defense has got to rush up here now. Here's a kick. Oh, it kicks it in the corner, putting Scotland back deep. Boy, the uniforms are terrible. The letters are coming off. The numbers are coming off the Scotland jerseys. McDowell's name is Mick Wall. The D is missing now. So it'll be a line out to Scotland. A lot of pressure on Scotland here. Less than 3 minutes remaining in the first half. They go deep. And they send it to the All Blacks, who knock it backwards. Chase is on, back to the 22. Oh, look at this. There's a neck roll. Croc roll. Croc roll. Not caught by the officials. Where's the TMO? That's a croc roll. All Blacks did a croc roll. Ball's kicked. Oh, here come the chase up the pitch. Who's going to get there? Well, they got the All Blacks back to the 37-meter line. It was a nice kick. There's another croc roll and a tackle away from the ball. My goodness. And the All Blacks on the outside now, right into the hands of Scotland. They kick it over the top. That's a 50-22. That's a 50-22 if they mark it inside of 22. Looked like it was inside of 22. It is. It's going to be Scotland's ball with 1:45 seconds left in the first half. 50-22. Brilliant. Be about 1.5 minutes left when they get ready for this. Wow. It's a much bigger audience than I anticipate tonight, folks. Thanks for showing up. I didn't think many people have interest in this game. Boy, disaster It could have been complete disaster for Scotland. They have to get living lucky here. So, if they could get a drop goal here, that'd be great. Lineouts, all messed up. They pooched it, but they managed to recover it. So they're back outside the 22 now. George Horn trying to set his offense up. Christie drives forward back to the 22, picks about 6 meters. Here they come wide. This side. Scotland kicks it through. The chase is on. That could be a try if he doesn't muff it. Reed! And Scotland gets another try. Can you believe it? Aaron Reed. Brilliant. Chip and chase. Oh, my goodness. What happened? At death's door. Just 40 seconds left in the first half. And Reed, it's a brilliant kick. Who kicked that? Brilliant kick. Hutchison. It popped right up for Reed. And he's a short guy anyway, so he didn't have to bend over very far. Man, that was just brilliant stuff. Wow. Man, oh man. Down a man, they get a try. Man, oh man. Here's conversion attempt for Hastings. We're coming up on the hooter. That's the hooter. Man, oh man. Scotland here. Going to come away. And there it is. It's converted. 24. That's the half. Wow. 24. Wow. 24-12. Wow. Man, oh man, oh man. That turned around in a heartbeat. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. But I'll tell you what, the chip and chase game by Scotland is brilliant in this game. They've really done some great work chasing. All 3 of their tries were on a chip and chase. And they got in behind the defense that way. All 3 of their tries. Wow. Man, oh man, oh man. That's just... Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Pretty happy about that. So we go to halftime now. And I have a special treat for you guys. Some of you have heard this before. Maybe some of you haven't. This is what I put together. Just hang on a second there. I'm going to get the halftime marker up. Okay, but I'm going to have to take all this stuff off the screen because otherwise you're not going to be able to enjoy what's coming up. So let me just take it off for just now. Okay, now hang on. You ready for this? All right, here we go. I hope you enjoy this.
Under the southern sun, the green and gold shine bright. On the field of honor, they battle with all their might. From the scrums to the tries, they always find their way. Springboks rising higher day after day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue. From the dusty fields to the world stage they've roared. Legends carved in history, their spirit soared. In the hearts of a nation, they ignite the flame. Every tackle, every try, echoing their name. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue. Through the blood, the sweat, just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue.
So what do you guys think? What do you think? Did you like that? Did you like that? That's the song that lyrics I put together and used AI to do the voice, and then I put all that stuff to it, and some true legends of Springbok rugby: Ferry Heatley from way back in the outset, Benny Osler, Henny Muller, Danny Craven, Frick Duprier, Mornay Duplessis, Danny Gerber, Francois Pinard, Osteront, and John Smith. And it just goes on and on from there, all the way up to Peter Steph Dutoy. Legends, one and all. Yep. It's better than halftime crap they're showing now. I agree. I don't see what's appealing or attractive about this. I see nothing appealing or attractive. Oh, my goodness. Boy, Scotland's 3 tries were all brilliant. Kick the ball through and break that defensive line and rush down there and get it. Surprising how fast these Scotland players are. You'd think the Maori All Blacks would be fast, but Patterson's try was really impressive. He just really gave every inch of his body to get there and tap that thing down just in time. Yep, that was declared no try on the field, overturned by the TMO, and then the other one was declared a try on the field and then tried to turn over by TMO, but the on-field decision stood. Yeah, I agree. I don't know why he thought that was lost, the one that George Horn scored. George Horn was brilliant. He slid in just inside the player there and got that try. So 3 tries to Scotland in the first half, 2 to the Maori All Blacks. Yep. Tom said he was 6 in 1974, and it's where his love for rugby started. 95 World Cup. Yeah, it was pretty special. What about Nas? Yeah, did you not watch it in Crush English School? Did you not watch what I just showed you? Yes, Nas Bota was in there. In fact, he's in a key point of the song. I put him in specifically, and I had to time it so that things matched up, so that the lyrics match what was going on with the images. Oh, you got the Chicas doing commentary. Oh, New Zealand, all DEI all the time. So annoying. All DEI all the time. So the first half was pretty good. Yeah, and the officiating was pretty good. I think Nika better than Nika usually does. Sometimes this officiating's not so great, but it's been pretty good tonight. So kind of impressed. Oh, yes, no, you're watching other things. I did show Nas Bota in there, yep. I just didn't mention him in the players. I also didn't mention Sia Khaleesi or John Smith or Victor Matfield, Brian Habana. I didn't put Jean de Villiers in there, but a whole bunch of players. But I went all the way back to the beginning. I mean, when you include Ferry Heatley, that's going back quite a ways, man. The guy played in 1896 for the Springboks. Yep. So, yep. Yes, they are talking cock. John Afoa. They're doing the bets. It's a bet break. This is gambling. It's a gambling. Oh my God. Talk about an addiction. Gambling on the game. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Rugby League women. Roosters versus Warriors on Sunday. Yeah, I won't be watching that. I was watching netball in Australia the other night, though. I get that Amazon Prime now. I was like, hey, netball. It's pretty good. Love watching that ball. They have the nicest uniforms. Oh my goodness, kids sliding down the hill in the mud over here. Little shits. Covered in mud, little goobers. Idiots making a mess over there. Oh, kids. Yikes. Anyway, so that was the first half. It was decent. Let's see how the second half goes for Scotland. Meanwhile, the main attraction is just a matter of hours away now, folks. Less than 12 hours now. About 10 and a half hours. And it will be South Africa hosting Italy at Loftus Versfeld. Looking forward to that. Worth getting up for seeing the sun rise through the rain and Scotland winning. Thanks again. Where am I based, Blair Duncan? I am based in Pennsylvania. Yep. I'm a rugby journalist. I'm accredited with multiple Major League Rugby franchises, as well as the Bulls in Pretoria, Loftus. And I cover, let's see, I've covered rugby from Japan for the World Cup, from France for the World Cup, Las Vegas, London, and Cape Town for the Sevens. And I've also covered, sorry, you're distracted here by there's some All Black players out there, the female All Blacks out on the pitch. Black Ferns. The Black Ferns out on the pitch out there. Yep. Recognize some of those faces. Yeah, so yeah, I cover events all over the world on my news program at Colonel Chris Wyatt. And I also do Rugby Ascended here. We're hoping to get to 10,000 subscribers on this channel. I used to prepare videos, but they don't get much attention, so I do mostly the broadcast now, play-by-play and color commentary for games. Mostly it's for people that can't get a chance to watch it. Oh, looks like we finally hit 2 million views on this channel. I didn't know that. Wow. Let's take a look at that. That's an achievement there. I didn't know that. Give me a second here. When do we hit that? So lifetime. Let's see. Come on, get there. Yeah, 2,030,000 views. We just hit it, I guess, last week. But finally, well, cool. That's awesome. That is awesome. So, other channels got about 25 million views. So, I've got a few more. But anyway, yeah, so I'm based in Pennsylvania. And this is where I cover stuff from. Cheers. Off to work. Okay, Tom, you're off to work on a Saturday? Be careful out there. Yes, Robert, I covered that on my news program, over on the Night Owls program at Colonel Chris Wyatt. Yeah, 20 campers are unaccounted for. We saw video footage of someone recording a rescue. You got to love first responders and respect them. I mean, I spent 36 and a half years in the Army. Getting shot at's one thing, but being a first responder, you put your life in jeopardy every single day. It's never for pretend. It's never rehearsal. It's for real. I saw them rescue a girl out of a tree. How she managed to get up that tree, I don't know. But she got way up a big tree, and she got rescued. It's a huge tree. The rains are just unbelievable. The flooding there in Texas, it's crazy. Yeah, there's a girls' camp, 700 girls, and 20 were unaccounted for. 20 or 24. 20, I think, is unaccounted for. And most of them evacuated, got to high ground, but they have no power, nothing. They're on high ground, but they're trapped there. But at least they're apparently in no danger right now. So, waiting for the sides to come back out here. Blair Dunk, where are you at? Where are you at? Are you in New Zealand or Scotland? Name like Blair Dunk, probably in Scotland, be my guess. Oh, no, you said the Western Scotland, didn't you? That's right. Sorry, it was you that said that. One converted to... Huh? Michael Paul. All 3 of the Scotland tries were converted, and they kicked the penalty. And one of the 2 tries by the Maori were converted. The first one was missed. The second one was converted. So that's how they get to 12 and how they get 24. 3 converted tries at 21 points, and a penalty conversion makes it 24. 1 converted try, an unconverted try, gets them to 12 for the Maori. Okay, does that help? Cool beans. All right, halftime here. We're still waiting for it to end. Thank you for subscribing, Chris. Appreciate that. Why am I not hearing that? I guess I had the volume turned down too low. Well, there's no more updates. It's 12. It's 11:30 at night. They're not going to be any updates most likely. Okay, Michael. Cool. I'll look and see, but I mean, there's probably not going to be updates on that. You getting ready to come out? No, not quite yet. I get this BS singing going on again now. Sevens players out there. Desperate search for missing girls from summer camp. Still looking for them 30 minutes ago. Here's the assistant coach. Okay, assistant coach for the Maori there. Yeah, no update on the missing girls here. We're just looking here at most recent. Boy, the photos here, this is insane. I'll show you a photo here. Couple photos. Look at this one here. This is insane, folks. Give me a second here. I'm trying to find my screen. Turn off the halftime marker. Okay, here you go. Here's look at that river. It looks like an ocean out there. Look at those swells behind those first responders. That's insane. Look at the debris. The trees just ripped over. Look at all the debris in that tree there. That's crazy. The water was that high. All right, we're underway. Second half action now. All Blacks take it about their 15-meter line. Scotland comes up, and George Horne is trying to make the tackle there. He's successful. Welcome back to the second half action here, folks. Call to use it already. Sam Nock is going to send it back. Clearance kick from about the 4-meter line. That's going to stay in play, it looks like. No, we did find touch. So that's going to be a nice clearance out to about 42 meters. So Scotland will have a line out on the Maori side of the pitch. Yellow card looks like it's expired, so we're at full strength now. Scotland line up. Patrick Harrison goes deep, and they get it. George Horne has it over the middle. Hastings. Ball's available. Oh, I was almost knocked on. Oh, there's around the neck. How come that's not a high tackle, man? Right in front of Nika. Oh, that was a sloppy pass. Oh, somehow Scotland retains it, kicks it forward. Chase is on. Goes into touch inside of 22. It'll be Maori ball. Says there's still a yellow card here, but a moment ago they said there was no yellow card, so I've just taken it off. Should be over any second now. He's up and ready to come back in now. Masibaka. Masibaka. It says 23 girls, so I don't know if it's 20 or 23. Oh, wow. Back of the try zone. That ball went into touch. What's going on here? What happened there? That was crazy. Tried to kick it out of the try zone and kicked it in the try zone. Overthrew the pass. So what do we got going on here after all that excitement? Masibaka is back in now for sure. Okay, Scotland back at full strength. They actually extended their lead. Or regained their lead, I should say. I think there should have been a penalty. That's a card. What's going on here? Is that going to be a card or not? Intentionally knocked it out. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yellow card, yep. Yep, that's what I said. So yellow card. So we go back to yellow card now. So a line out for Scotland. Howden at 43-22. Scotland has the ball. It's on the ground, but hands in there, picking up and going down. They got advantage. Scotland playing advantage here, 5 meters out. It's a knock on, but they got the advantage. They're playing. So what are they going to do here? 44 minutes now. Offside. So they're going to kick it, Hastings, and they go for the 10-meter line out. 5-meter line out, excuse me. 5-meter line out for Scotland now. Pressure on Maori All Blacks here. Here's a line out. Successful. 5 meters out into a maul. Going nowhere. Going nowhere. Now getting traction. Going for it. George Horn gets in there. He break away. They break away. Go around the official. Down to 5 meters. Place the ball. George Horn has it. Oh, he sends it low. Oh, ball went backwards. Reed has it. Now we're back to the 22. Scotland really screwed the pooch there. They lost a lot of space. They're just 3 meters out. Now they're at 15 meters out. Got another penalty for off the feet. Take the points. Oh, you're going to talk to the captain here. Card. Oh, my goodness. Deliberate knock on. Wow. They were going to go for the points. Now they're going to go for a scrum. That's Balin Sullivan at 45-45. Gets a yellow card. Wow. Yep, deliberate knock on, yep. Wow. Yellow card. Fine. Whistle. They're going to reset the scrum. Man, Scotland got a big chance here to blow it out now. Hey, Rebecca, what's going on? Guys, this is not the All Blacks. It's the Maori All Blacks. Not the All Blacks. Don't confuse. It's the Maori All Blacks. Crouch. Bind. Set. And a penalty for collapsing the scrum. I don't think they're going to take the points right in front of the post. I think they just want to put the pressure on and get another try here. Yep. Scotland's, let's go. Daylight's birdie. Maori All Blacks taking their time. Oh, they're saying mighty. I don't notice. It's Maori. Two yellow cards. 9 penalties against Maori, 6 against Scotland. Now, last time, they got warned with a yellow card. Well, they got a yellow card here, so I guess it doesn't matter. Set. George Horn puts it in the pipe. And once again, they blow up the scrum. Another penalty for Scotland. Are we going to get a yellow card for another penalty? How many times they got to win this scrum before we get a penalty here? Maori under a lot of pressure here. So what are you going to do? Try it again? So here we go. They're going to try the scrum again, burning a lot of this yellow card here. First one's halfway over now. Garrett Ungler, welcome to you. 49 minutes now into the contest. Crouch. Bind. Set. And it goes forward again. George Horn brings it out this time. Oh, and it's knocked on. After all that, Adam Hastings knocks the ball on with no pressure. Oh, that's going to be a heartbreaker for Scotland. No pressure, and Hastings just dropped the ball. Let's see if it's a bad pass from George Horn. Let me see. No, it's a perfect pass. Perfect pass. He just dropped the damn ball. Oh, my goodness. So wasted 5 minutes there on 3 scrums. Nothing comes of it. Hastings got another jersey on. They re-ironed those numbers back on his jersey. If they'd taken the easy 3 points, it would have made a 3-score game. And we wouldn't have wasted 5 minutes. They'd have more time to score or try. But here's a chance because they can blow up this scrum. Again, crouch, bind, set. And they get it out of there. Grace carries up to about the 22. They're going to go clearance kick from about the 5-meter line. High into the air. It's going to find touch. Where's the mark? At 30 meters. So Scotland still has the ball, but not nearly as good a position. Substitutions coming in now for somebody. 16, 17, 18, 19 for Scotland. Front row is out. Max Williamson comes in. Marshall Sykes is out. Line out, lost by Scotland. So it's all going bad now. Here as the Maori get the ball. Burning through this yellow card. Down 2 players. Scotland not taking advantage of this. They fumble away. Great opportunity to score points here. Ball's available. Kicked over the top by Knock. Caught back here by Harry Patterson. Patterson, there's lots of space. Come on, what are you doing right into the middle? There's lots of space. Only have 13 players. Now they go outside. Hastings. Stafford McDowell goes wide on the outside. Here comes Scotland down the sideline. Reed. Come on, Reed. Keep going. He gets it back inside of George Horn. George Horn with a try. Yamo. Yes. George Horn with a brace of tries. Brilliant work by Scotland. Built that one up. Brilliant. Hey, why are you playing in the middle? You got 2-player advantage. Bring it wide. Spread the defense. My goodness. George Horn with another try. There's just not enough players for the All Blacks, man. Come on. And great pass there. Brilliant by Rory Hutchinson to get that ball back. And Reed, both of them being tackled as they released the ball. Just brilliant stuff. McDowell got it started out here. Hutchison. Wow. Reed. Great stuff. And then they tried to strip George Horn, but he had a good grip on it. And Horn gets a brace of tries. Oh, my goodness. That was brilliant. Great work by Scotland there. And he's going to miss this conversion. Misses his first one. So 29. This was gorgeous. Both his tries were beautiful. They both were earned. And a great job not letting himself be stripped. That's heartbreaking. Get all that way, and then someone comes behind and strips the ball. Horan did not let that ball get stripped. Got a hand on it, but he held on to it. Wow. Scotland now, 29-12. Woo! That was nice. Comes the restart. Still got 2 yellow cards. That first yellow card should expire any moment now. Substitution coming in here for Maori. Lachlan McWannell comes in. Restart successful. Scotland has it. George Horn will dig it out. Call to use it. So Shafoon goes out, the debutant for the Maori. Ball's knocked backwards. Oh, that's the offside position. How can he pick that ball up? He was offside. He never went back. Oh my goodness. So Maori have it. Offside on Scotland? How about offside on fucking Maori picking up the ball in the backfield? Guy never retreated. Can't play that ball. So Maori playing advantage here. Tackle in the middle of the pitch there. Ball's available. Knock. Goes wide and it's knocked forward. All right, now we'll come back for the advantage. 17-18 have also come in for Maoris. Okay, so one of the yellow cards is off now. All right, and they're both out now, so no yellow cards. Line out successful for the All Blacks to 5 meters out. They're just about 2 meters out. They're across. They got it. It's the hooker. It's the hooker. It's Eklund. Kurt Eklund with his try. Not going to be an easy conversion, though. 119 folks here. Thank you. You guys like my World Cup jersey? That's one of my favorite ones. This is nice. What's all over my shirt here? Stuff all over it. Dust. Tough conversion here from the near side. Looks like he might get it back over, though. Nice kick. It's up. It's good. Wow. That's only a 10-point advantage now. Wow. 10-point. Game is right back. Corey Evans comes in for Cole Forbes on the right wing. Restart and is kicked into touch by the All Blacks. This game is not over yet. Still got 22 minutes left in the contest, and the All Blacks are hanging tough. Caleb Trask is coming in for scrum half. Oh, no, he's coming on at fly half. Trask comes in. Line out, tipped by Scotland. They've got it. Wow. Harry Patterson, once again, making nice moves there. And the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Maori All Blacks and kicked it inside the 22, where it's going to be sent back the other direction by Scotland. Was it kept in touch? Well, I guess it was kept in touch. They kept it alive. So Maori now, from around their 22, kicked down the center of the pitch. Ball bounced back the other 22, picked up over there. And that ball's going to look for a touch. No. Outside the 22. Trask will chase his own kick. About 10-meter line. Oh, both players go up in the air, and Hastings comes down with it. There's a penalty for taking a player out in the air, though. It wasn't a fair contest. I think the All Black player's hurt, so is Hastings. They're playing on. Scotland with the ball now on the All Black side of the pitch. George Horn digs it out. They're playing on. Both players are injured back there, but they're playing on. Now we're going to stop. Another player down. Both of those players in contact haven't moved. Hastings and the All Black player. Oh, he smacked his head. Hastings, I don't know how Hastings got hurt, but the other guy, Hastings landed on him and he smacked his head. Looks like Hastings is up. But the All Black player, it was Trask who just came in the game, smacked his head on the turf when he landed because he landed on his back. It's wicked. That was wicked. I hope he's all right. So bench is getting cleared off here now. There's only three players left for Scotland on the bench. Fergus Burke, Gregor Brown, and Jamie Doby. Maori, I think, have their hooker and two other players left. All Blacks are on playing France a little bit later. Playing in Dunedin, site of the earthquake, the 2011 World Cup, which meant I couldn't go to games there because there were no games played in Dunedin as we recovered from the earthquake. British and Irish Lions playing in Sydney against the Waratahs. That was a rough landing. So we got a scrum here. And South Africa versus Italy. It's 2 a.m. in the morning for them in New Zealand. Is he all right? Let's see. Sunday at 7 o'clock in the morning for them. It's Argentina versus England. So let me check and see if I got that England game. Is that available to me? 3 p.m. Yeah, I could cover Argentina versus England. I hadn't planned on it. Should I cover that? What do you guys think? Should I cover the Argentina-England game? Because I love to watch the Pumas. Don't like England at all. Okay. Black Ferns sitting up there in the stands. They're all stuffing their face. Is he staying? Looks like he's staying in. All right, he's staying in. Trask stays in the game. Took a big knock there. Boy, his head hit back. Fergus Burke is coming in. Doby's on too. So George Horn and Adam Hastings leave the game. Fergus Burke at scrum half. Scotland leaves. Oh, nice pass on the outside. Here comes Scotland down the sideline. Wide space. Reed to the 22. Offloads it. Ollie Smith down about 18 meters. Brilliant work by Scotland. Somebody needs to get over there and play scrum half. Christie does it. Kick to the wing. Is there anybody over there? No. Right into the hands of the All Blacks. And they kick it back up the pitch. That was not a good kick. That's a 50-22. That's a 50-22. Wow. What a brilliant kick by the All Blacks. Maori All Blacks, 50-22. That was about 60 meters, too. And Reed is down, it looks like. Let's see. Only one player left on the bench for Scotland. Okay. Oh, he got hit right in the chest. Wow. That ball was kicked from the 22 down to the other 22. That's a brilliant kick. That's one of the best 50-22s I've ever seen. Wow. Fergus Burke is on debut. And Patterson is still down. He took a solar plexus hit there. So he's still getting treatment back there. 64 minutes off the clock now. Just a 10-point lead. Scotland can't be screwing around here. Remember the points they didn't take off earlier? Patterson, okay, he's up. He's up. Harry Patterson's up. Well, he took a big hit in the solar plexus. Yes, it's not at 3 o'clock. I don't know where you're getting 3 o'clock at. South Africa's not on 3 o'clock. It's on at 5 o'clock. Unless you're not in South Africa. All Blacks. Maori All Blacks at the 22. Scotland needs a turnover here desperately because the All Blacks picking up some pace here. The defense is holding firm at the moment, keeping them outside the 22. Trask now carries forward. Inside the 22. Back to the 22. They come. Max Williamson with a tackle there. Ooh, nice carry there by Houghton. No, not Houghton. Layaware. Scotland giving up a lot of territory here. They're down about 8 meters away. This game will change dramatically if a try is scored here. Early in the first half, and 3 times the Maori turned the ball over with knock-ons down here. Their ball handling is much better now. From 5 meters. Pick and go. They go to the outside. Tackles made there. Scotland got to keep adjusting. 3 meters. 2 meters. Oh, the Maori All Blacks are almost there. 1 meter away. Pick and go. Still a meter away. Still trying to go through. And there's no one on the wing. And they got it. Did a little dance out there. Half step. Score by Gideon Rampling. Wow, he finally got something going. He hasn't even touched the ball today. Wow. So the Maori All Blacks score again. Thank you, Manalisa Kilani. Manalisa Kilani, thank you for subscribing. The Maori All Blacks get one in there. Nicely done. Caleb Trask now looking to convert this. It was a 17-point lead just moments ago. 65 or 60 minutes. He needs that one. Is he going to get it? He's going to get it. He got it. Wow. Wow. 26-29. What a turnaround. Silver Ferns watching from the stands. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Restart now with just 12 minutes, 15 seconds left. Inside the 22. Kicked immediately down the pitch. It's going to find touch. Oh, he found touch way back. Where'd it go over the line? That was kicked by Corey Evans. He launched that thing. Hard work is paying off for the Maori All Blacks. Yep. And some mistakes made by Scotland. Big mistakes being made here. Still have the original hooker in the game, Patrick Harrison. Less than 12 minutes remain at the 10-meter line of the All Blacks. Line of success. Player hit in the air. No penalty called. My goodness, he was mugged. That should be a penalty we're playing here. No penalty advantage called there. How could that not be a penalty advantage? Scotland comes wide. Bayless with a nice carry. And drug into touch. Good job by Scotland, drag him into touch. Scotland's ball. Nice tackle there. But the player was hit in the air. There's no way that wasn't a penalty. That was missed. Nice job there by Jamie Dobie dragging the player into touch. Yeah, so Scotland needs to score again here. Remember how they didn't take those 3 points. So now a kick ties it up. 69 minutes. 11 minutes left. Whistle blows. They're going to turn it over. How is it a knock-on? They didn't have possession. What ruck? Knocked onto the ruck. What ruck? I'm sorry. The player was knocked on the lineout, was grabbed in the air and nearly shoved to the ground. That should have been a penalty against the All Blacks. Anyway, Scotland screwing the pooch here. Really messing up. Be sure to hit the like button, folks, if you haven't done it. Just 95 likes. Come on, we can do better than that.
That was easy.
Just hit that like button. Scotland needs to win a scrum again. They haven't done it for a while. Ball's in the pipe. And they come out with it. Solid scrum. Tackle made there. Nice job. Jamie Dobie doing a great job again. Some of the Maori All Blacks from the original lineup still out there making a big difference. Here's going to clearance kick from the 22. Trash kicks it down. Caught on the fly back there by Scotland. They go wide on the outside, but Maori are ready for that. Tackle's made. Ball's available. Burke sends it over. Fergus Burke. Scotland needs points here. Here comes a kick. Knocked backwards by Scotland. Somebody better pick that ball up. Burke with a carry. So they're back around midfield. All they're doing now is killing clock. They need points. 9 minutes left. Scotland squandered huge lead here. Manalisa Kilani, thank you for your membership. Appreciate that. National selection. Wow, thank you for that. That's nice. Oh, high ball. Well done by the Maori All Black. Well taken. Here they come to the outside. They go back to the inside. Scotland's in trouble here. Back to midfield. Nice tackle there by Masabaka. Ooh, he's saved. A little damage there. Over top the ball. Couldn't quite get his hands on it. So they retain possession. Do the Maori All Blacks. They've got the ball. Now we've just changed jerseys here. Midfield. And there's a knock on. Oh, boy. Lucky break for Scotland there. A knock on there. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Manalisi Kilani, thank you so much for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Very kind of you. If you're wondering what the salute for, it's because I'm a retired Army colonel. That's a sign of respect. We got a player down for Scotland. Will Hurd. Adjusting his shoulder. So clock is stopped. About 8 minutes left in this one. Scotland needs to score again, folks. Once again, folks, if you want to join the Super Brew pool, I think I pinned it at the top, didn't I? If I didn't, here's the link. I would walk 500 miles is what they're playing right now. So if you want to... Oh, no, it's... Okay, I think it's the same one there. If you want to join the Super Brew pool, let me see if anybody's asked to join. No, we got 39 people in the pool. All right, here we go. Plenty of Scotland fans in the crowd. Of course, UK sent lots of settlers to New Zealand back in the day, including some Scots, some Cornish, some Welsh, probably even some Manx, but mostly English. 3-point lead with 14 minutes. Wait a second. What happened? It said 71 minutes. Now it says 66. How did that happen? How did they just put 5 minutes back on the clock? What did I miss here? Trask is going to the locker room. How do we get 66:09? It was 71 a moment ago. Did I imagine that? It was. How did the clock go back to 66 minutes? I just went back. I didn't imagine that. Before the injury, it was 71:40, 71:42, 71:44 when they stopped play, and now we're back at 66 minutes. What the hell is going on here? Masabaka comes away with it. How do we get back to 66 minutes? What the hell happened there? They kick it down the wing. The chase is on. And Patterson kicks it forward. It goes through the try zone. No, they didn't stop the clock. They went backwards. We were at 71:45 and they went backwards. What the hell? I've never seen that before. I didn't imagine that. Kick back from the 22. Ball goes back all the other 22. Let it keep going. All the way through the try zone and out. Wow. Big mistake. That thing went all the way down the field. It's going to come all the way back now. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That ball went all the way from one end of the pitch through the try zone from a free kick at the 22. And Zarn Sullivan has just hurt his team. I'm very scarce? What are you talking about very scarce? I'm on air all the time. I also have a video on this channel. What do you mean I'm very scarce? This is bizarre. So we're still not even back to the time when we stopped before. You're saying they stopped the clock, but the clock was running while play was running. So how do you go backwards? Something's not right here. Somebody's cheating here, man. What the hell is going on? I've never seen anything like that before. No, that one guy, you're blind. New Zealand's on my map, smartass. It's on the map. It's just been painted over. Scrum. Advantage to Scotland. Ooh. Dobie goes forward. They're playing advantage here. Nice carry here. Back. Replacement hooker. And they're going to come back. Replacement hooker came in. George Turner. They're going to come back. Take the points here. Right there. Painted over. It's called art. It's painted over. That's how it comes. Not missing New Zealand. It was so unimportant they painted over it. All right, so they don't take the points. They go for the try. So they better get a try here. But we still haven't got back to the point where we were a few minutes ago at 71. We're at 69:55. Gregor Brown finally comes in the game. He replaces Christie. All right, so the bench is empty for Scotland. Beautiful sky there. Had that rainbow earlier. Purple skies off in the distance. Nok is out, replaced by Hauti Papara. So, line out successful, 6 meters away for Scotland now. They're into them all. Doesn't look like it's going anywhere. They pull it away. Back to the center. And they throw the ball away. There's a tackle away from the ball. Tackle a man without the ball. Early in the lineup, they're going to come back for that. So, okay. Hey, Dickweed, you can fuck off. No one asked you to be here. You don't like the commentary? Hit the road. All right, going to redo the 5-meter line out here. Well, it's maybe a Maori team, but their angle is on the team. Line out successful once again. At the back of this is Jamie Dobie. Dobie, get rid of it. Get it out of there. Oh, they're going to screw this pooch. No, they got it out. They got it away. 7 meters away now. Side entry by the Maori All Blacks. No call here. Ball's available. Now we're back finally to the 71-minute, 45-second point. Again. We finally hit it again. Carry down to 3 meters. Not releasing. Penalty for not rolling away. Wow, I thought it was going to be against Scotland, but it's against the Maori for not rolling away. 2 meters out. Scotland go wide. They've got space on the outside. They're going to get it there. Reed slips and falls. Tackle to the 5-meter line. Oh, my goodness. We are playing advantage here, though. Oh, that ball's just left laying around out there. Big pickup. Scotland not getting anywhere now. Ball stripped. Who's got it? This is getting really ugly at this point. Seven meters away now. Oh, Dubby goes forward, but he runs right into a wall of All Blacks. Maori All Black tackle him. And they're going to come back for the penalty. And the clock is stopped. 72:50 now. Oh, wants to talk to the captain. Nico wants to talk to the captain. They were ahead by quite a bit that one game. They were ahead by 17 points. All right, well, there have been a lot of penalties. That's fair. Scotland got one earlier for the same thing. And so did the Maori All Blacks. So now we were at 71:45 and the clock went back to 66. I don't know what happened there. They're going to tap and go, Scotland is. There they go. Charging forward down to 1 meter. Oh, nice drive back by the All Blacks. Strip it, picked up. Brown carries. Boy, Scotland needs to get something going here. Maori All Black playing tenacious defense here. 6 meters away. They're offside there. No call. Six minutes, 30 seconds remain on this clock. And they go out wide, but Maori All Blacks are up to the task, and they're pushing Scotland back. Dobie. Turner now. Oh, that's painful. Hopefully he can get hurt. Driven backwards. Stafford McDowell goes forward. Plays the ball. And they try to go left and nothing doing there. Boy, Maori All Blacks playing tenaciously. Here it comes. Turner runs right into a wall, but knocks him backwards. Another carry. Scotland just can't get it done. Stafford McDowell now. That's a forward pass by McDowell. Not called. Maybe it was flat. Looked like a forward pass from where I was at. And a penalty for not releasing against Scotland. All that work for nothing. All that work for nothing. The game on the line. The game on the line. All that work for nothing. Wow. Crazy. I think Johan Ackerman might be the guy that's on tap to be the next Bulls coach. Now we're down to 5 minutes. The clock has stopped again. Something going on here. 3-point advantage here. Scotland had a 17-point lead. Maori All Blacks player is injured. Back to the point about saying it's kind of racist. Well, the Maori All Blacks have Anglos on the team. The guy that's injured right now is an Anglo, but it's mostly Maori. Right, this is not the All Blacks, it's the Maori All Blacks. And Scotland's struggling here. 4 minutes, 59 seconds on the clock. But again, folks, 5 minutes were added. This game should be over. This game should have ended. Something fishy going on here. If the clock was stopped on the field, it shouldn't matter. It was playing on the screen. The official was still playing the game up to 71-45, and then they had injury, and we came back. It was 66 minutes. Line out successful for the Maori All Blacks. They're driving. Their maul is getting traction here. Scotland back to their 10-meter line. And they break free. Driven backward. Tackle to 10-meter line. Penalty here could tie it up. Scotland better get it together. McDowell with the tackle. Team captain, Stafford McDowell. And Masabaka over there with the tackle. Oh, nice hit at midfield. Driving the Maori backwards. They're inside their own territory again. Tackle. McDowell's over there again. Scotland's going to want to get a turnover here. Tackle made short of midfield. Here they come again to the near side. They do a dummy. They go wide on the outside to the left wing. Oh, almost driven into touch, but not quite. He stays in play. So now they're over midfield finally. Tackle made there. Cameron Henderson with the tackle for Scotland. Somebody lost some kid out there on the pitch. I can't see what it is. Maori All Black, 9 phases, 10 phases now. 3.5 minutes remain. Here comes a kick up into the air. Chase is on. It's going to be to the near side against Purple Skies. Up in the air. Knocked on by Scotland. And then sent backwards. Oh, the Maori All Blacks have the ball. Beautiful skies. Purple, pink skies in the background. There's space on the outside. There they go. Maori All Blacks try to cut back. Scotland in danger here at the 10-meter line. Nice tackle. Well done by Jamie Dobie, who's been a hero since he came in the game just a short while ago. Crowd is into it now, folks. 3 minutes left on the clock. Delaney carries it. He's tackled by Masabaka. Ooh, who's driven backwards with a counter ruck. Oh, got a little push and shove. Uh-oh, somebody's down. Gregor Brown is down injured. Scotland down a player now with a player laying on the pitch. He's down. Gregor Brown is injured. The play continues with 2.5 minutes remaining. Oh, it's knocked on. Oh, he took his eye off the ball. Once again, Zarn Sullivan has killed his team. He took his eye off the ball after about 14, 15 phases and dropped it at midfield to be a scrum. This will give Scotland time to deal with the Gregor Brown injury, who's still down. The clock stops. 2 minutes. Still going. 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. Wow. Just took his eye off the ball. That's a heartbreak there. My goodness. My goodness. He's still down. That doesn't look like he's going to be able to continue, Gregor Brown. I think he's done. Ginger-haired Gregor Brown. Looking a little discombobulated there. Let's see what happened. Oh, he got hit in the face. Masibaka hit him in the chin. His own player hit him. They have to do an HIA probably. So they actually let the clock run up to about 2 minutes and 6 seconds left. He's coming off the pitch. I think it's an HIA. Good morning, Lynette. A lot of big games today. All Blacks versus France. That'll be a Titanic clash. Forsyth Bar Stadium in Dunedin. And then we've got Springboks taking on Italy. Not quite as Titanic. Over at Loftus. British and Irish Lions against the Waratahs in Sydney. That's a big one. This was a tour I really wanted to do, but just can't swing it to go to Australia for the British and Irish Lions tour. Gregor Brown is off the pitch. I think it's HIA. Clock is running again. Minute 48 now. Scrum to Scotland at midfield. The whistle blows. Christie comes back in the game. So again, this game should have been over. I've never seen anything like that before. I mean, I can't explain that. It's one thing for the official clock to be stopped, for the official to have a different time than it's on the television. But the game was still playing. How do you go back 5 minutes? Set. And Christie. Ollie Smith carries it forward. Down the last minute, Scotland can't screw up here because a long penalty could tie it up. Oh, not releasing. That's a penalty against Scotland. Oh, my goodness. Brilliant jackal by the All Blacks there. A brilliant jackal is going to get them in position to score. Wow. The one mistake Scotland couldn't make, and they made it. 30 seconds left on the clock. All they had to do was go through phases. And it's a nice kick. Wow. The one mistake Scotland could not afford to make, and they made it. So we're down at the 22 here. 15 seconds on the clock. This one goes down to the whistle. Bad injury, seconds into the game. Thank you for that, Winnie. Here's the hooter. 80 minutes off the clock now. Ball bounces backwards. Maori All Blacks have possession. Scotland now cannot let this get away at death's door. Outside the 22. Grace with a carry. Going through phases here now. Maori All Black inside the 22. Driving forward. Tackle made there by Scotland. Rampling goes forward. Crowd is really into it. They're down about 18 meters now. Ball's available. There's phase after phase after phase here. Past the hooter now, nearly a minute after adding 5 minutes extra time in this game. It's like watching soccer. 7 phases, 8 phases now. They're on the far side of the pitch. Scotland there with the tackle. Ball's available. Boy, it looked like Scotland was offside that time. Ball's available. 11 phases. Ball squirting around the ground. Still there for Maori All Blacks. They have it. 12 phases. Tackle made. Something's going to break here. They just keep coming. Scotland better regroup. Oh, driven backwards. Down to about 14 meters now. Back to the middle. 16 phases. Scotland has got to hope for a knock on here or get a jackal. Maori All Blacks still have the ball. 2 minutes past the hooter. Going through 18 phases. Scotland better not break here or it'll all be over. Another tackle. Now they go a little further wide. Tackle made over there. Oh, they had space on the outside, but they went to the wrong player. Playing an advantage now. The Maori are playing an advantage. They can tie the game up or they go for the corner. Must have been an offside. Scotland screwed the pooch here royally. They go outside. Another phase. 26 phases. Insane. Another carry. Masabak with another big tackle here for Scotland. Playing an advantage here still. Scrum hat gets ripped off. Ball's available. 28 phase, 29 phases. Ball out on the far side. 29 phases. We're going to come back for the advantage. So what are we going to do? My goodness. 83 minutes off the clock now. My goodness. 28 phases. Offside was the call. That's what I thought it was. Masabaka has kept Scotland in this game late, but what are they going to do? They're not going to go to tie. They're going to go for the win. They're going for the corner. Oh, wait. What are they doing? They're making sure. My goodness, he kicks to the corner. 5-meter line out now. Oh, the pressure's on here. 3.5 minutes. The crowd is into it. On their feet, cheering on the Maori All Blacks. 83 minutes, 44 seconds in the contest. Scotland squandered a 17-point lead in the last 20 minutes. 5-meter line out. Well, yeah, 6-meter line out. Scotland, if they could steal this, but they ain't going to steal the line out. That's what they hope for. Here comes the line out. Or a not straight would be great. No, that's straight. Uncontested. They got it. And it collapses. A penalty for collapsing the maul. And a penalty and a yellow card's coming. Wow. A yellow card on Cameron Henderson. 84 minutes, 29 seconds. No warning here, just collapsing it. Collapsing them all, yellow card. Scotland down to 14 players now. What are they going to do? Oh, they try to kick it into touch. Wow. That's a bad time for that lock to get a penalty. Get a yellow card. Man, oh man. Can you believe this, folks? We're down almost 5 minutes past extra time. Plus, they added 5 minutes to the game, which never should have been played. Line out is unchallenged. They're into a maul. There go the Maori All Blacks. But the Scotland steal the ball? Side entry. Oh, that was a save. They saved the Maori All Black there. I didn't see any side entry. Let's see that again. Wow. 85 minutes, 30 seconds. What are they going to do? Tap and go? Keep discipline. They kick it in a touch. Scotland playing short a player. Almost 6 minutes off the clock now. Plus they added 5 minutes. My goodness. Game never should have got to this stage. Line out successful, unchallenged. They're in a maul. Scotland trying to push it. The ball pops out the back. Oh, nicely done. Jamie Doby drives it back to about 16 meters now. Counter ruck coming from Scotland. They've got it back. Scotland have it. They're going to salvage this. Get it out. Kick it into touch. And Scotland somehow wins this game. A game they do not deserve to win in the end. Unbelievable. Can you believe it? Shocker. How in the world did they pull that out? The Maori All Blacks up a player and can't get it across. 28 phases. Final score is 29-26. Unbelievable. What the heck? Wow. My goodness. At least 7 minutes of extra time plus 5 minutes added. Gee, many crickets. Kicked into touch by Rory Hutchinson. My goodness, man. What a game. What a cracker of a game here in the end. I wouldn't say well done, Scotland. I'd say lucky Scotland. Wow. Thank you, Monica Lisi. Great to be with you, Colonel. Very intense game indeed. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you becoming a member of the program. You can tune in tomorrow for the Springboks game if you like. Monica Lisi, where are you at, man? Where are you at? With a name like that, I'm going to guess you might be somewhere in the Pacific Islands. Would I be wrong? Or New Zealand? The skies are beautiful, man. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I really don't understand what happened there. Let me explain what happened, folks, before we wrap up here. Very strange situation in which the game was live, and Nika was watching it. There was a knock on, and the clock was reading 71:45. He called the knock on, then he stopped the clock at 71:45 for an injury. We waited a couple minutes for the injury, and then play resumed at 66 minutes on the clock. And nobody said anything except me. Nobody said anything. How do you go backwards in time 5 minutes? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So we never should have been at this stage. We wound up playing an extra 7 minutes after the game, after the Hooter too, as the All Blacks tried to get it in. George Horn was brilliant today. Ben Muncaster was brilliant. Unfortunately, he was injured and went out of the game. For the Maori All Blacks, Zane Sullivan hurt his team badly. Sam Nock was very good for them. And who else was pretty good for them? Let me see. Antonio Chalfoun was pretty good early on, but faded later on. Balin Sullivan was actually very good, although he got that yellow card, which hurt his team. But yeah, so wow. I'm glad you found it too, Winnie. We'll be back. I would love to stay up and do the Japan game right now because I have the coverage of it. I'd also like to do the All Blacks game, but I need rest. I can't stay up all night. I have to be fresh for the Springboks game. So it is 1:41 here on the East Coast. I'm not even going to go back to my news channel and do a news program because I've already done something tonight. So that's going to... What's up here? I need just a second here, Eric. That's what I'm looking for. Sorry. I'm trying to save this. Okay. All right, so that's going to do it for this. But the Japan game, do I have the Japan game? I thought I had the Japan game. I do not have the Japan game. Son of a gun. Yep. So that's good. Oh, I don't even have the France game. I thought I had the France game. That must have disappeared. All right, well, you guys take care. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit the like button if you don't mind. I appreciate it. My man of the match is George Horn. I don't know about you guys. George Horn. Lynette, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate it. And we'll catch you guys for the Springboks game a little bit later on, okay? Score prediction for versus Italy. I gave a score prediction on that already. I think I said 38 to 19 or something like that, I think is what I said. Yeah, this was a tough one to predict there, Common Sense. Oh, you're in South Africa. Okay. The rules and laws of rugby are the call. The presiding referee supersedes all the other assistances. True. I don't disagree. And in fact, that's what happened. He overruled the TMO. TMO said that that try by Patterson early on was in touch. No, I'm sorry. That wasn't one. Not that the TMO overruled the field judge and he agreed with it. But the one where Nika overruled the TMO said that George Horn didn't score that try. And then... that's what Nika said. The TMO said it was the case. So the TMO... No, wait. Nika said he scored it. The TMO said he didn't score it. And then they showed the screen, and Nika said, no, I see nothing to overturn the on-field decision. On-field decision stays. Yep, there you go. All right. That was fun. That was fun. Bigger audience than I expected, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to join us tomorrow, well, later today for the... let me see if anybody else wanted to sign up for the... hang on. No one else. So we've got no one else signed up for the... Rugby Senate. All right, I'll see you all for the Springboks game. And cheers. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit that like button. Doesn't cost you anything but a moment of your time. That's all it takes. And what a game in the end. But Scotland, they squeaked away with this one. They squeaked away 29-26. Shouldn't have been that close. All right? And we will see you guys in a few hours. Okay? Appreciate it. Cheers.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Yeah.